and good evening. My name is Matt Van Auken, and I am the CEO and Executive Director of Developmental Pathways. Welcome to our 2021 Shining Stars celebration. This year looks a little different due to the virtual format, but we are looking forward to seeing you all in person in the near future, fingers crossed. This evening, we are together to learn more about the extraordinary achievements of some of the individuals served by Developmental Pathways. We are certain that their uplifting stories will touch your heart. We'll also present some of the amazing partnerships we have within our community, like Tall Tales Ranch, who you will hear more about later in the program. At Developmental Pathways, the individuals we support are our number one priority. Our case managers and coordinators work hard to ensure a person-centered approach is taken with everyone we serve. Due to the pandemic, we had to pivot quickly to change how we supported the people in our care, and we are proud that we have distributed more than $400,000 of COVID relief monies to families. These monies helped the people served by Developmental Pathways with things like emergency assistance, in-home supports, mental health needs, and educational support. This is in addition to transitioning all of our existing supports to a virtual format. Things like speech therapy were delivered via Zoom instead of in person, as were routine check-ins with families. You'll hear from one family tonight who embraced the virtual format and saw their daughter progress in ways they never thought possible. Many thanks to our donors for supporting us during this time of need. I'm honored to kick off this evening and share our organization with you. Thank you for joining us. Developmental Pathways connects people of all ages diagnosed with an intellectual or developmental disability or delay to the resources they need to pursue a fulfilling and meaningful life. We are a nonprofit human services agency that's been around since 1964. You'll also notice that we're a community-centered board, or CCB. A CCB is the central hub for anyone seeking services for an intellectual or developmental disability in Colorado. We primarily serve people who live in Douglas and Arapahoe counties and the entire city of Aurora. We serve more than 8,500 people each and every year. A team of compassionate staff assist individuals and their families throughout the process of applying for and receiving the care they need. Our work revolves around three core pillars. First, we advocate for people with developmental disabilities and their families to ensure they receive the supports they need. Second, we educate our community and lawmakers on how best to serve people with disabilities. And third, we connect people in need of support to the resources they need to live a fulfilling life. Our donors are so important in providing additional support to families. Due to the generosity of our supporters, we have been able to provide wraparound services for people with disabilities and their families right in the community where they live. Your donations allow us to provide additional funding for programs and equipment, such as graphic design classes or swimming lessons that can help someone achieve their dreams and goals. Thank you for your support of Developmental Pathways.
Hello, I'm Kristen Hoover, the President of the Developmental Pathways Board of Directors. Thank you for joining us for our gala this evening. Together, we share a vision to enrich our community with programs, resources, and supports for people with developmental disabilities and delays. We're truly grateful for your care and support. Due to your generosity, Developmental Pathways can provide financial assistance right here in our community, including supports not funded by state or federal resources. These services foster greater independence, stronger natural support networks, and more integrated living. As you saw in the video, Developmental Pathways provides a network of support not only for people with developmental disabilities and delays, but their entire family. As a parent with a kiddo with Down syndrome, I know firsthand how valuable it is to have a whole team of people advocating for your family. What you may not know is that DP serves individuals and families throughout their lifetimes, from the newborn baby with a developmental delay to the older adult with a lifetime diagnosis. We walk alongside people through each stage of their journey. Your support lifts up an entire ecosystem of care for people living with various abilities, strengths, and needs. Sometimes that looks like funding a summer camp, and for others it means investing in housing options for the neurodiverse community. More on that later. For now, please check out our silent auction. We have some wonderful items this year. You can also make a donation through our handbid platform. If you need any help with bidding and handbid or have any questions, please reach out to Jillian Kennedy by adding a message in the chat and we will assist you. We are also utilizing the chat feature available on YouTube for you to connect with other attendees this evening. Tonight, we'll be catching up with several former Shining Stars celebration winners. First up is Liam. You may remember Liam from our last gala. Let's see what is new with him and his family.
Your brain is going a mile a minute on the day that he gets diagnosed, because at one point you're relieved because somebody can finally put a name on what it is that you knew was going on with him.
I wish I knew that it wasn't a definitive, this is an ending of maybe your expectations for your child.
It wasn't that life was going to be harder, it's just that life for Liam was going to be different. Developmental Pathways has really been able to provide for us these kind of movement-based exercises that he can do in the house through the swing. He's got this pad that he can flop on. He's got his trampoline downstairs that when he feels like he needs to move and work off some extra energy. His love for music really started very, very early on when he was still mostly not verbal. And we would find that when we were driving somewhere, we could put a song on the radio and he'd ask us to play it again and again and again. And then we could play it in the house and he would get up and be able to move. And I think that just sort of moved its way into the music therapy.
Goodbye to the cold. Goodbye to the cold. We'll see you later.
Liam loves music. He really responds amazing to music and is really able to achieve his goals within the music, which is incredible.
What's the song that you've been working on from Nicole?
Believe it. Believe it.
We play the bells, we play the drum, do different patterns where he has to repeat what I'm doing, I have to repeat what he's doing.
His therapy is very stepwise and it builds on itself. There's no particular end goal in mind. It's not to make him so that he can pass as normal. It makes it so that he can pass as Liam.
In a world that was not designed for him at all. We don't feel alone. We feel like we have amazing support.
It's just such great community support that we've received through Developmental Pathways that I don't know where we would be right now without them.
Just a giant thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Whenever the pandemic hit, I'll be honest, it just absolutely destroyed me. Suddenly everything was closed. I didn't really get to do much aside from being inside the house and or backyard, and that was the beginning. Now, look, everything's kind of opened up and I'm just really happy to do that. Had everything.
Oh, I think you can probably tell he's a lot more verbal than he used to be. I think his communication skills have come a long way. He's able to kind of form a thought and then get that thought out much more quickly.
We've just had to get a little bit more creative and doing things individually rather than as a whole group. Our caseworker at Developmental Pathways was excellent in stepping in and just saying, hey, we have this available. And now Liam got started swimming, which he had never done before, but she found a place for us to be able to go and get individual swim lessons that falls under our particular plan. And she took care of the paperwork and just made it happen.
It seems like we are in touch with them more. Like they're checking in more, checking on how he's doing, how we're doing, always if we need anything.
It was very nice to be able to, just without a beat, they just picked up everything and just said, okay, we're transitioning to being a little bit more cautious. So all of a sudden, our quarterly meetings and annual meetings were all over Zoom, and just touching base through emails, just such fantastic communication. It made it much easier on the parents.
His music therapy went to Zoom as well, and that was a group, so he got to still meet with a group of kids online to do the music therapy.
And the ABA therapists did the same. They went to Zoom until they could transition back over to in-person.
Music therapy has kind of come a long way. A couple memories have kind of come and gone. And it's a different thing every day. One day we might be doing music singles, the next we might be doing Disney self-care tips.
Obviously, you can see he's changed a lot. Things are going well.
I am so glad to see Liam and his family are doing so well. I am honored to be the one to thank all of our generous sponsors tonight. This event would not be possible without these important and generous philanthropists. We are truly grateful for their support of Developmental Pathways. Please join us in thanking our premier sponsor, BOK Financial. BOK Financial began in 1910 as a regional source of capital for the energy industry. They've become one of the strongest, most vibrant financial institutions in the country, fueling economic growth and security across the American Midwest and Southwest. They are committed to making a difference in the communities they serve. Thank you so much, BOK Financial, for again supporting us as a lead sponsor. Also, thank you to our sponsors, First Bank, Pacific Western Bank, Miller, and Steyert. We are also grateful to the following sponsors of this event. Please see a complete list of our sponsors and donors on our website. We thank all of you for making it possible to serve more than 8,500 people each year. I now want to introduce you to the amazing Harmony Dance Team. Harmony is a dance team made up of elementary school-aged dancers of all abilities. Enjoy the performance.
Hi everyone, my name is Abby Heasley and I am the co-founder of Harmony Dance Team and the director of our Littleton, Colorado team. Harmony is a performance dance team for all abilities. Our goal is to perform around our communities and spread awareness of inclusion, unity, and God's love. We currently have 2 teams, one here in Littleton, Colorado, and one in East Texas. Developmental Pathways has a huge place in my heart. My daughter, who is now in preschool, received all of her therapy services through their early intervention program. We met so many amazing people through Developmental Pathways and therapists. So thank you, DP, for making a difference in my family. We are so honored to be a part of this year's virtual gala. We hope you enjoy this performance. Let's give it up for Harmony Dance Team.
We are the colors outside of the lines, and we paint a picture so one of a kind. Attention, gotta get your attention. All you need to try to be is who you made to be. So let's break the mold, go off the wall, be in the world but not of it. Against the grain, let's up the same. We're walking out with love. We're gonna march to the beat of a different drum. We do that left, right, left, do our own rhythm. And we'll keep on moving, 'cause we're not afraid to stand out.
I've been Harmony with one another.
Oh, it's funny because it's a picture of hugging, which she loves.
Be compassionate.
Wow, bravo.
Thank you so much, Harmony Dance Team. That was very impressive. Good evening. My name is Lois Vaughn, and I am a member of the Developmental Pathways Board. I want to thank you all for the donations we have received so far this evening. We truly appreciate the support. Partnerships with local agencies are critical to our work to ensure our community is not only inclusive, but well-resourced. These partnerships help bring services to individuals with IDD and delays, as well as sustainability to our IDD system. One example of a key partnership includes our work with the Office of Behavioral Health. We are helping them get the word out about the Colorado Crisis Line and other crucial mental health supports, and providing recommendations to improve the messaging and services for people with disabilities. Another example is our outreach work with local school districts. We are dedicated to working with and supporting our local schools through outreach efforts and additional supports for students with IDD. Next, we'll check in with the Koutras family. The Koutrases received the Francis Owens Family Award at our 2019 gala. Their daughter, Abby, previously received several services in person that moved to a virtual format due to the pandemic. Let's hear about how she's adapted and grown in the past year.
I'm Tom Koutras. I'm Abby's dad.
Who are you?
Abby.
I'm Gina. I'm Abby and Emily's mom. Abby was born perfectly healthy, and then she proceeded to cry 24 hours a day. Sometimes she was awake for 48 hours. We were told by many specialists that she would never walk, she would never talk, that there was probably no reason to really even try. We did hippotherapy from 18 months on. When she was on a horse, the proprioception input of a horse, the movement of a horse, stimulates the brain. So we had insurance, but we believed things like hippotherapy were beneficial, but they were not covered. Her first 5 years of life, we spent about $30,000 out of pocket. When she went to kindergarten, Cherry Creek Schools was integral in helping us get Medicaid, and then ultimately connecting us with developmental pathways. They changed our lives. We have had the best case managers. Not only did they help us get services, they were my therapist as well. We started with Abby. There's a lot of Abby's in the world.
My name is Abby, and I've been working with Abby for 2.5 years. That's been a big thing that I have seen, is that her working with horses has helped facilitate a lot of functional communication for us, and we'll use it in a way like as a tool to make it come out. It's honestly amazing watching her work with animals.
Hippotherapy is so expensive that most families can't afford it, and so we decided to just get horses. So we got horses 6 years ago. She started learning care on the ground, and they're very great motivation for her. Our child, who we were told would not walk, would not talk, completely independent rider, as well as she could walk out into our pasture right now, halter a horse, bring them to you.
If you let her go and go get your boots on, she's got her boots on and she's out there getting the horse. If you don't hurry up and get there, she'll beat you and get the horse in.
Yeah.
Won't you?
Again, a kid who wasn't supposed to even walk can completely manage a farm, literally manage a farm.
Do you do your math problem? Yep, me.
I love being Abby's sister.
Do you love your Emily?
Yeah.
Yes.
I love having Abby help me with things and the horses.
I believe Abby will live in a community of people of all abilities, and she will do the same things that any other 18-year-old, 20-year-old will do. She can do the same level of farm work that I can do. She can do the same things with horses that I can do. She does it in a different way. Inclusion means we're all together and nobody is singled out as different. So we had just started the equine business when we talked to you last time, and now we're 2.5 years into it. And so we have a lot of horses. And we have a lot of people. So we have riders and team members of all abilities, and so we're all working side by side, just as we dreamed it would be, and so it's going great. In a lot of ways, Zoom has worked well for us, especially with the behavior therapy. So Abby's skills have progressed greatly because she doesn't have that human there, which makes behavior change and makes her different. And so she is now saying 4 to 5 words at a time.
So what you do when we get home tonight? What should we do? You can get on who?
Nick.
On Nick. Where are you gonna ride Nick at?
Great pen.
Say on Nick.
On green pen.
Say it all.
On green pen.
Say on Nick.
Nick. On Nick pen.
Good job, girly.
I give her lessons a lot. She always helps me with the horses. I want to be a vet, so I do a lot of the vet stuff, and she always helps. She holds the horse for me. She gets all the wraps and stuff. And so I've seen her grown a lot, and she does a lot more than she used to with me. At our other barn, we feed dinner, and she has her whole routine. She goes and feeds grain. She walks certain horses in. She checks all gates, and she checks waters, and she takes fly masks off, so she has all of her jobs, and she can do them all by herself. And I can trust her to just send her out and do it by herself.
I don't think any of us knew what was in there, the skill level that was in there.
I think it's so cool that we're helping so many horses and so many people, and I love that I get to be a part of it.
It's changing lives. You know, the people that help me, the team that helps me, I would say everybody's lives have been changed in the last 2.5 years.
Thank you so much, Kuchers family. You are an inspiration. Hello, I'm Mary Lynn Schmidt. I am the chair of the Public Affairs Committee of the Developmental Pathways Board. Here at Developmental Pathways, our connection to our community is so important. This evening, you are helping to support our disability community by providing additional funding for individuals and families. I encourage you to take a look at the silent auction items. We have a variety of items and experiences available this evening. One of the items we have to bid on this evening is a framed print of the custom-designed artwork for DP's upcoming participation in the Colfax Marathon. The piece was created by AJ, an artist at the inclusive art studio Access Gallery. Access Gallery is a nonprofit organization that engages the community by opening doors to creative, educational, and economic opportunities for people with disabilities to access, experience, and benefit from the arts. We also have a Series 3 Apple iWatch in our silent auction, donated by Westera Bank. Please continue to bid, and thank you.
Thanks so much, Mary Lynn. I am Daniel Sampson, a member of the Developmental Pathways Board. I hope you all are enjoying our first ever virtual gala. While we miss celebrating in person, we are thrilled that this enables people locally and nationally to attend our event and hear about all the great work happening at DP. We have over 300 attendees this evening. At the start of COVID, Developmental Pathways had to reimagine the way we serve families in an all-virtual environment. To help our families, we provided boredom buster kits, which included fidget toys and activities, and started holding meetings online. We created a resource page on our website to provide much needed information to our community. We partnered with our local counties to listen to the needs of people and respond accordingly. Some of the top needs identified were respite for caregivers, emergency assistance, and activities. Our teams truly rose to the challenge to deliver above and beyond what families expected. We are eternally grateful to each of them for their unwavering support of the people we serve. Next is an example of how staff at Developmental Pathways work to support each family for their unique situation. Meet Jesus.
Jesus, good morning, buddy. Are you ready for music?
Cuando él tenía 6 años, empezó con el programa de Development. A mi hijo le gusta bastante sus terapias que le han dado y a mí también porque le ayudan bastante. Ahora que es miércoles que le tocan sus terapias, la enfermera que me ayuda con Jesús tiene ya con él, va para 8 o 10 años. La de música le gusta bastante, la de masajes lo relaja bastante también. Cuando acaba, él se queda cansado. Porque como mi hijo ya ahorita está más grande, la enfermera, como le digo, se lo lleva a su casa. Entonces, pues yo ya puedo salir un rato también. Pues nomás que yo estoy muy contenta con el programa, que le ha ayudado bastante a mi hijo. Si no fuera por las terapias, yo no sé cómo estaría mi hijo. Sí era muy pesado para mí, pues no tener ayuda de ningún lado. Es que me acuerdo de mi hijo cuando nació. Que me dijeron que él no iba a vivir, no iba a crecer. Y yo veo a mi hijo ahora que nosotros le hablamos, él con su sonrisa, él está creciendo y él ha luchado por su vida. Pues nos hemos beneficiado bastante, mi familia y yo, estamos más unidos. Les doy gracias a todos los del programa porque bastante ayuda que me han dado con él y ahora que él está creciendo más, yo les doy las gracias.
Developmental Pathways, supporting individuals with developmental disabilities.
Thank you to all DP staff and care providers who support our individuals and families. Hi, I'm Beth Klein. I am the Vice President of the Board of Developmental Pathways. Tonight, you will hear about the need within our population for employment opportunities and accessible and affordable housing. Approximately 82% of adults living with intellectual and developmental disabilities are unemployed or underemployed because work opportunities are scarce. As a result, the financial burden to provide a fulfilling life often falls to aging caregivers. This year, our gala is raising funds to support residential options for people in our community. There is a huge need within our population for accessible and affordable housing. Our Community Engagement Initiative partners with other organizations in our community to address issues that affect the IDD population. One of these partners is Tall Tales Ranch, an organization in Douglas County which is dedicated to providing a life-sharing community where both people with and without disabilities can live in a supportive, cooperative environment that honors their individuality, celebrates their uniqueness, and helps them reach their full potential. Tall Tales will offer a wide array of opportunities for the greater community to be involved. They will have a coffee shop to provide job training and vocational skills. They will offer tours for schools and groups of Schweiger Ranch, Tall Tales Ranch to learn about early farming. As community members are being led on a tour by someone living with a developmental disability, they are learning the ancillary lessons involving respect, differences, and that leadership can take many forms. The gardens will be another community builder, as participants can rent plots and work them together in a collaborative environment.
Hi, my name is Darcy Tibbles, and I am the Senior Director of Community Engagement here at Developmental Pathways. In 2019, Developmental Pathways launched our Community Engagement Initiative, the goal of which was to involve our broader community in partnerships and educational opportunities to address internal and external systems changes. Our North Star was and continues to be fostering positive impact for our community. In 2020, our agency created the Community Engagement Department, which continues to oversee and expand on the work identified by the initiative. Our Inclusive Housing Task Force, which became the Inclusive Housing Coalition, is an example of our outreach efforts. We helped form this group to engage the community, identify needs, and provide support in making recommendations for more housing options. These options would integrate different types of services most needed and wanted by people with IDD in Arapahoe and Douglas counties and the city of Aurora. As a result of this work, we identified the need for additional housing options in our community. And tonight, you will hear about an innovative housing solution for our population, Tall Tales Ranch. Tall Tales Ranch is just one of the many projects being developed to address more suitable and preferable inclusive housing options in Colorado. The money raised this evening will support these much-needed residential options in our area. Developmental Pathways is proud to work with community partners such as Tall Tales Ranch. Thank you so much.
Hello, this is Susan Mooney, founder and executive director of Tall Tales Ranch, and I'm so excited to be joining you from Ridgegate and I-25 at our future home. The mission of Tall Tales Ranch is to empower and support people living with intellectual developmental disabilities.
We are building a community hub for neurodiversity and inclusion, and this is something that will benefit not only our amazing population of people living with special needs, but the entire community.
We are also building an event barn that will house our coffee shop, which will really be the epicenter of our project. It is here that we will train people in vocational skills, and we will provide employment opportunities not only for our residents, but for people all over the metro area.
We are so grateful to Developmental Pathways for supporting not only our project at Tall Tales, but so many important organizations around Colorado who are doing such amazing work for the IDD community.
We are so excited to be creating this community that will be an absolute model of diversity and inclusion.
Thank you, Community Engagement in Tall Tales Ranch. As you saw, supporting residential options in our community is such a needed resource. Would you please help Developmental Pathways support this important project by donating this evening? Thank you.
Hello again. We now want to highlight some of the other incredible auction items we have available this evening. We have some beautiful prints of Colorado donated by photographer Dennis Roy, which are spectacular. We also have a foursome of golf at Red Hawk Ridge Golf Course in Castle Rock. We have 2 sets of tickets to any of Colorado Ballet's 2021-2022 season productions, including The Nutcracker, Romeo and Juliet, or The Wizard of Oz, donated from the Colorado Ballet. Thank you so much for your support this evening. Our final check-in is with Peter. He received the Achievement in Employment Award at our 2019 gala.
Peter is our youngest of 3 boys. We are a very sports-loving family, and that's kind of why he wanted to work initially at Sports Authority and then at Dick's, because he loves sports. So just being in a sporting goods store has been a natural fit for him.
Hi, my name is Peter Joyce, and I work at Dick's Sporting Goods. My favorite sport is basketball, but I like the Denver Broncos. I think they're going to do pretty good this year. I love working at Dick's. Everyone is really nice to me and they tell me what to do.
Having Peter on the team is fantastic. He's a dependable worker, somebody who always comes in with a great attitude, always wants to contribute to whatever the day has ahead of it. I know the operations team, his leaders here, Patrick and Josh, have always commented that when Peter is here, they know that things are going to get done.
I work in sales support and some in apparel. Sometimes I fold. Yeah, it's a fun job.
He loves animals and animals really love him, so he's great with his own dog and caretaking and that type of thing. It's helped him to be very responsible. He likes his job, he likes going to work, he likes making money, feeling responsible. He perseveres with whatever he's doing, whatever task he might be given at work.
Peter is somebody who usually once every time at the beginning of his shift and at the end of his shift will make sure to partner up with a manager. Even though he'll still partner with all of his leads, he'll still come in and partner with a manager, let him know what he needs or what it is that he has been doing in the store itself. So that way we can always make sure that we are getting him everything he needs for his role.
He's just a bright light in our lives and in everybody who knows him. One of his Former managers at Sports Authority said, Peter makes everyone around him a better person just because he brings out the goodness in other people.
My favorite part is that everyone's nice to me and I get along with them pretty well, and that's a great fit for me.
Peter's working at Dick's Sporting Goods, and in March of 2020, when COVID hit, they did have to shut down the stores. It wasn't until June of 2020 that he went back, so about 3 months later, but they would call and give updates, and they just have been a great company to work with.
I had to wear a mask every day at work. We had to social distance with customers and sometimes with our teammates.
What did you miss most during COVID, Peter?
Working out,
Yeah.
and being around a lot of people.
And Peter would meet with his case manager every 3 months in person, and they'd, sit and visit after work or something. But with COVID, it's all been virtual. And but yeah, we've gotten good at Zoom, and appreciate being able to see them that way. They're great. They check in with us, and they're just a very reliable and reputable organization. So we're most grateful for them. Peter has now got off the wait list and is on the DD waiver. That should be a long-term support that will just continue to help provide what Peter needs going forward, and ways to live independently is what we're working on more now with Peter.
I like it a lot, having roommates, and get to do stuff on my own. I feel a lot more confident.
Peter's done it very well. It's kind of a hybrid between being at our house some days because it's closer to work, and being at his place, and having roommates that are great help to him and support, and just giving him that independence, slowly, and it's wonderful. So Developmental Pathways will be there to help in, compensating them and making ways for him to succeed in this independent living.
That wraps up our 2021 Shining Stars celebration. We sincerely hope you enjoyed the program tonight. A big thank you to the staff who made this evening possible, including our development staff, communications team, and IT department. And a final thank you to our donors and sponsors. Our silent auction will remain open until 7 p.m. A member of our team will contact you to coordinate picking up your auction item from our Jewel office in Aurora. Thank you, and good night.